So before the video gets started, just to let you know, I'm going to be doing a giveaway when I reach 10,000 followers on my Instagram, so make sure to follow me now so I can post it soon. Hello everybody, this is Louisa and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a sort of like what I wish I knew before I started year 11. Basically, I'm just going to be giving you guys some advice for year 11, and basically if you're in year 10 right now, hopefully this video will be helpful, or even if you're in year 9 and you just want a bit of like advice, I guess, for the coming years, because I know that the summer between year 10 and 11 I was watching so many of these like types of videos and I just found them really helpful, and I hope that all of you guys watching this in year 10 can like bring something from this video and hopefully it'll help you, maybe motivate you for next year. Also, I don't know if you can tell, but my tongue is blue. Yeah, I just had sweets, so that is why. I'm sorry if it annoys you. I don't think you can really see it anyway. That's kind of an issue, but this top is so annoying. It keeps coming like down, so I'm just going to try and cover it with my hair. But yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoy the video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up if you do, and subscribe to my channel if you're new. And yeah, I'm kind of embarrassing myself right now because there's like builders outside that can hear me speaking and the window's open. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. Okay, so I just made a list of different points that I want to like mention in this video on my little notepad. So if I'm like looking down a bit, then that is why. So the first thing which I've noted is to start making your revision notes slash like flashcards, basically whatever you use to revise. I'd recommend to start, if you haven't already, to start writing them from September, because honestly it will save you so much time and stress later on when you're having to actually revise for like your real exams. So literally, if that's like one night a week just going through everything that you've learned in class and condensing it down into revision material, it will save you so much time, because it means that when you're actually revising for your real GCSEs, you can just focus on learning the content instead of writing down notes, because there's a big difference between writing notes and actually learning the notes. So if you already have written them, then you can literally just learn them instead of having to write them out again. Also, if you haven't already, definitely make sure to write your flashcards or like revision, basically whatever you revise from, and make sure that you've done all of that for the year 10 content, because there's a lot more content in year 11 which you need to focus on in year 11. So if at the start of the year, if you go back into year 10 and refresh your memory and write all your revision materials for the year 10 content, then that'll be so much more easy when it comes down to actually revising for your exams. So yeah, that is my first tip. The second tip basically leads on from the first one, to do with revision and revision notes. So if you haven't already, you need to make sure that you've found what revision technique works best for you. So for me personally, I've always found flashcards to be the best way to revise. However, if flashcards doesn't work for you, then don't do them. Don't bother writing out flashcards if you don't find it easy to revise from them. I like flashcards because it has like all of my content condensed down onto like little pieces of card. You can organise your cards into topics, and say there's an end of topic test, you can just pull out a pack of flashcards for that topic. So because I know in like the sciences there's like, for physics I think there's 8 topics, so I have a separate pack of flashcards for each topic, and I just find it super handy. If I just want to revise one topic, I can just pull out the pack of flashcards for that topic, if you know what I mean. But yeah, if flashcards don't work well for you, there's plenty of other ways of revising, such as mind maps. You can use literally condensed notes if that's what you find easy, or post-it notes. I know people that record themselves and play back the recording. So yeah, literally there's so many ways of revising, so you need to find out what technique works best for you, and you can find that out by just doing trial and error really. Try flashcards. If you don't like them, try mind maps, you know. Okay, my third tip is to revise for end of topic tests and mocks. I know it may seem a pain having to revise for exams and stuff, and I know what it's like being at school when everyone's like, oh no, I haven't done any revision, but I promise people that say that always have revised. Like, even if it's just spending a little bit of time on a night before an end of topic test, it will really make a difference, because some of the knowledge will stick with you for your actual exams, and you'll be surprised, like if you've already learnt stuff, then it's so much easier to relearn it like later on, instead of like having completely fresh content in Easter, which you don't want to do. So if you revise for end of topic tests, you will maintain some of that knowledge and it'll be so much easier to relearn it. And also, you never know what could happen. Like, it's very unlikely for a global pandemic to happen again, for GCSEs and A-levels to be disrupted, but obviously this year our mocks and performance throughout the year was very important, because our mock results were taken into account for calculating our grade. So you never know what the circumstance could be. You might need them, who knows. I remember my English teacher she said that at her old school in like South London, there was this girl in her English class, and she was going to her English exam, walking over to the exam hall on the other side of the road, and she got run over by a lorry on the way to the exam, so she broke her leg or something like that, so she couldn't do the exam and she basically got her mock grade. So you never know, obviously that is a tragic accident, but you never know what could happen. Like, you could end up having a nasty accident before your exam. I know it's not a nice thought, but you never know what could happen. Like, they are important. And also revising for mock makes you realise what revision methods work for you. So yeah, that is my third tip. The fourth tip is to get organised now. You've got plenty of time left. I mean, maybe actually you don't. I mean, you have had the whole of, like, you've literally had like 5 months off to get organised, but if you haven't already, then get organised. By this I mean buy folders for your revision. I've actually got a folder for each subject at home, separate to my classwork, and in there I'm going to show you guys one of my folders, one sec. Okay, here is one of my revision folders. This is my physics folder, and in here I just have all of my revision materials. So I do have a how I organise my revision folders video, which I did before going into year 11, which I'll link down below because you might want to kind of take inspiration from that. But I'll quickly give you guys a little tour of my folder. So firstly, I've just got this A5 wallet which has flashcards and post-it notes. This folder's from WH Smith, by the way. I've then got my specification, which is very important that you print off, because for GCSE level it's basically just a tick list of what you have and haven't done, whereas for A levels it's a bit more complicated. I've just got some notes which I printed off from Physics Maths Tutor. Definitely recommend Physics Maths Tutor. It's basically my folder, and I've just got one of them for every single subject. The fifth tip is to print off exam questions and past papers. Honestly, you can do this now, even if you're not going to use them now. It's quite time consuming printing off past papers because they are quite like big and stuff. You can find some on the exam board website, so like on the AQA website you can find some, and also on Physics and Maths Tutor. They're the two websites which I use. But yeah, there's probably other websites, but they're just the two that I use, the AQA website and Physics and Maths Tutor. They're just a great way of revising. Obviously I didn't actually do that many past papers because we never actually got to Easter when I was planning to do lots of past papers. I think what some teachers recommended to do was, when you're marking your past paper, get a post-it note, write down the correct answer if you got it wrong and stick it on the past paper, and then it's just a great way of revising a answer to a question, because you'll be surprised how much exam boards reuse questions. So literally if you try and revise some of the answers to the questions, you will literally get the answer right in the exam and it will be great. So yeah, definitely past papers are the way to go. Number 6 is to watch some YouTubers. I really love watching YouTubers do GCSE videos because I just find it really relaxing. So some YouTubers which I'd recommend is Lucrezia Chloe. She doesn't just do study videos, but she did quite a lot of study videos last year, just like advice for certain subjects, because she got all A stars in her GCSEs, which is amazing. So yeah, definitely recommend her videos. Also Bennett, she also got all A stars in her GCSEs. I think they might be quite far down on her channel because she is at university right now, but if you go to like 3-4 years ago, she does have a lot of GCSE videos up on her channel. Also free science lessons, I'm sure you've heard of them before, but they just have really quick science videos, really good to watch. Also Primrose Kitten, if you haven't heard of Primrose Kitten, get to her channel now. She literally has so many advice videos, so many paper videos. So she literally has the whole of like chemistry paper 1 in one video, and she just summarises each paper. So like the night before an exam you could watch her video and it literally has everything summarised that will be in the paper, so you can just check that you know everything. Her videos are brilliant. For English, I used a YouTuber called Mrs. Rumsey. However, I did IGCSE English, which is like the private school exam board. So I don't think I wouldn't recommend her if you're doing like AQA or EdXL. I'm sure there's YouTubers that do English AQA and stuff, so but I'm not sure because I didn't do AQA. Okay, so tip number 7 is basically just for languages. I'm pretty sure most schools you have to do a language anyway. For learning vocab is so important for languages. Personally, I use Quizlet, and if you just type into Quizlet GCSE, AQA, French words, literally there's so many like different people that have listed all of the vocab that you need to know for GCSE. I'm currently learning them because I'm doing French A level, so I'm trying to like cover all of the GCSE vocab. So yeah, I definitely definitely would recommend using Quizlet. Number 8 is to make a timetable / to-do list. So I used to have a timetable, but I found that I didn't really stick to it. A timetable is really good because it really motivates you. However, I found a to-do list to also be really helpful because on a to-do list you don't have to have like a set time to do everything. So in the morning I just write a list of different like things which I need to do. So for example, 30 minutes of French vocab, doing a past paper, and then I just tick off once I've done everything, and yeah, I just find it really motivating. Tip number 9, it's gonna sound weird, but have fun. Although year 11, yes, it's stressful, and yes, there's gonna be times when you feel crap and that you just want to roll into a little ball and cry. Go to parties, socialise with your friends, have fun, go into town, go shopping, have days off, you know, you don't have to do work every single day. If you work every single hour of every single day, you will burn out, and you do not want to burn out. Maybe not every single weekend, but if someone has a party, go to it, have fun. Like, you need to have a break from work and have a social life, you know. It's not completely miserable year 11, you can have fun. And my last tip isn't really a tip, but I just thought I'd give you guys a little motivational speech. So year 11 does go really quickly. Just stay motivated, okay? Because if you try hard in year 11, you will do well. For GCSEs, you can literally get whatever grade you want. Like, the more effort you put in, the higher grades you're gonna get. Like, if you're putting no work in whatsoever, you're gonna fail. Like, it really just depends how much work you put in. It's only 10 months of your life. Like, in the grand scheme of things, 10 months is nothing, and it honestly flies by because you go back like start of September, before you know it, it's the October half term where you might have mocks like after it or something, and then suddenly it's Christmas, and then it's like, crap, like we've literally got like one proper term left after Christmas. You've got so many like mocks and exams, and it just literally flies by to Easter, and then you're like, crap, like we've actually got exams, but then ours got cancelled, but that's not going to happen again. So honestly, it flies by. So work hard in that time, you know. It's only 10 months. After it, you can have the most amazing summer. Maybe not for me, because I didn't have an amazing summer, if I'm going to be honest. It was quite miserable, but you can have an amazing summer because I hope there'll be a vaccine by then. You can go on holiday, you can spend time with your friends, you can go out shopping. You're going to have a great summer, loads of parties. It's going to be a great summer. So like, work hard in then 10 months, try hard, revise for little exams, and you won't regret it. You know, not working hard, you're gonna regret it like later on because you could have done so much better. So yeah, and watching this video, if you're watching this video right now and you're on year 10 and you've got this far into the video, it is a really good sign because I can tell that you want to do well. Hopefully this video will make you motivated to do well, because it will be difficult, but you just got to think it's only 10 months of your life, and you know, you just got to work hard. If you're getting stressed about anything, you can always DM me. I'm always here to talk to you guys. Yeah, just make the most of a bad situation. Yeah, it's definitely not the best year of secondary school, I'm not gonna lie. Year 7 was much better, but it's not the worst. Like, yeah, you can make it fun, and but I don't want to ramble anymore. So yeah, basically, if you're watching this video, I respect you because it shows that you want to do well, and you will do well. If you're watching this video, you will do well. If you want to do well, if you've got the mindset that you want to do well, then you will do well. But it's really just getting that mindset. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Just thought I'd throw in that little motivational speech. So yeah, so I really hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up if you did.